to separate the men from the boys, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go. Best verse can't allow my intro. Word your blood, daddy. This time is for taking. Time steady ticking. Food supply getting lower and these diapers getting expensive.
Whoa, what up? It's your boy E with Boxing Profits, bringing that toe-to-toe value that's undisputed in this industry. Be sure to watch this whole video to get max value out of it. Like the video, share the video, become a sub too, so we can continue to bring value to the sport we all love, and that's boxing, you dig? So let's get straight to it. We headed right back to the lightweight division, the livest division, my favorite division, where the WBC champion, Devin "The Dream" Haney, is dragging the featherweight champion, Mr. Gary Russell Jr., all over the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how the tables turn, right? You know what I'm saying? First, Gary Russell Jr., you know what I'm saying, he was trying to drag Terrence Bud Crawford name all through the mud and whatnot, and he wasn't responding. So now, Devin "The Dream" Haney is doing the same thing to Gary Russell Jr., and Gary Russell is not responding the way we kind of need him to right now. And I want to dive into it in this video right quick. So bear with me. I'm going to try to keep this one short, but I got a lot on my mind, a lot on my heart. I really, really want to get this information out there. And hopefully somebody with some common sense to take heed to this information so we could try to make sense of what the fuck is going on. It's because there's just too much noise coming from the left side, and there's too much noise coming from the right side. My whole thing in this situation is I'm trying to hit the bullseye. I'm trying to sift through all of the bullshit, get down to the nuts and bolts of this shit, and let's start, you know what I'm saying, you know, in other words, peeling this thing back layer by layer, cut through all the bullshit, and let's get to the source of the issue here, and that's Al Haymon. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too much noise. It's too much interference, too much crowd noise going on in the situation, bro. And it's knocking off the concentration between both parties. You feel me? It's like the Haneys are offense, Gary Russell Jr. and them, they defense. You know what I'm saying? In these platforms that they talking on, that's like the special teams. You know what I'm saying? And it's just too much crowd noise that's going on. And this guy, Batman, with no disrespect to him, but it's like this dude is the mouthpiece for Gary Russell Jr., but Gary Russell Jr., he was just running his mouth all over the internet talking about Bud and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You would think that Gary Russell Jr. would be the one that's doing all of the talking right now. You feel me? So it's just too much confusion going on right now, bruh. And all this noise, all this static, you know what I'm saying? It's just like watching a television where you got 3 or 4 different signals coming into the same channel. You know what I'm saying? It starts squiggling and shit like that. It's like them porn channels way back in the day, the channel 54s and the 55s and shit like that. And you ain't ordered the porn, but you got the little static. You could just see just a little bit of it. But you got a little piece of the channel 53 coming in, a little channel of piece 52 coming in, and you're trying to make sense of it, and it's just not good enough, you see? So, you know, the money got to be put on the table in order to get this thing clear, and the only way you can do that is by getting on the phone and talking to the motherfucking company, talking to the goddamn man. And the only man that Devin Haney and Bill Haney need to be talking to right now is Al Haymon. You feel me? They need to go to the source. They need to cut through all the bullshit right now. They need to cut through all of the middlemen and go straight to the goddamn source with this one. You know what I'm saying? It's because they really want to push this fight over the line. They need to take this shit offline. For real, for real. It's because it's just too confusing, man. And I don't like being confused. I don't like sounding like Young Buck out here, bro. I'm so confused. I don't like that shit. I don't like that feeling, you dig? You know what I'm saying? I be wanting to know what the fuck going on. Now I got to use my thinking and my critical and my reasoning skills to sift through this situation. I will, because I like to figure shit out. But I just don't like too much fucking chitter-chatter, even though, you know, I might give off that impression that I like to talk a lot. To be honest with you, bro, this is the most I talk all day. It's inside of this motherfucking microphone talking about this boxing game. This is what the fuck I love to do. So anyway, my whole thing in this situation is this. If Devin Haney and Bill Haney are the offensive team, right, they got all the firepower, right, won't they just go ahead and just throw a long bomb touchdown to Al Haymon? Just cut through this Gary Russell Jr. defense. You feel me? They got all this extra crowd noise. You know what I'm saying? Special teams ain't popping. And, you know, I respect those guys and what they doing with their platforms and whatnot. But, you know what I'm saying? It's some funny shit going on with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know, it's just some funny shit, bro. I ain't no disrespect to nobody. I ain't calling nobody out. Don't take this the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? But this dude, Batman, he running his fucking mouth too much. You understand what I'm saying to you? All this little chitter chatter, all this static and shit, it's putting glitches up in this shit, and I ain't really feeling it. Not only that, but you got Eddie Hearn coming over the intercom, talking all this shit, talking all this crazy shit. You feel me? That we just ain't feeling, right? So I ain't going. This is not the History Channel right here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it going forward with this one. It's like I said, I ain't trying to make this video as long as it can be. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to condense this shit as much as possible. So Eddie Hearn is talking this nonsense about Yuriorkis Gamboa. I already touched on this. You know, when Eddie Hearn start talking like this, bro, it's like nah, motherfucker, nah. We ain't having this fucking Yuriorkis Gamboa shit. Don't nobody want to see this motherfucker fight. Ain't nobody alive or dead want to see Yuriorkis Gamboa back in the ring other than the motherfuckers at DAZN, right? So the confusing thing that I'm picking up from this situation is that Bill and Devin Haney is saying that DAZN wants to fight between Haney and Russell. So when I'm hearing Bill Haney say that and the way he's saying it, but then I'm seeing Devin Haney saying a whole different thing on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, what's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's heads and tails, but they come from the same coin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, I'm having to flip a coin, but that's 50-50. So that's telling me, from my common sense, reasonable thinking brain here, is that this is a 50-50 chance we're gonna see this fight. It's not in the favor of anybody at this point in time. So the only way to get this fight made, in my humble opinion, is to bring that 1.5 million down to Al Haymon, present the information to him with a lawyer in a team that's in suit and tie, got their briefcase, and get this shit going as soon as possible, bro. It's because this online, this fax machine, this back and forth on the internet shit, it ain't working. And I understand we in a pandemic right now. I understand what's going on in this world today. But trust me, men can still handle and conduct business. And I believe that this is the opportunity right now where we can conduct the best business, okay? It's opportunities across the board for everybody, okay? It's opportunities for Al Haymon to get with Eddie Hearn. It's an opportunity for them to figure out what's going on with Canelo and DAZN. It's an opportunity to get clarity across the board. It's because it's just a lot of static and unnecessary interference, and it's just coming from the wrong people. It's not coming from the source. This is scrambled information that we're getting, and we're getting scrambled results. I respect what everybody's doing. The buzz for this fight is major. But anytime you get one of the major pieces that can make this fight happen come online and say something so insidiously stupid, it's treachery, yo. It just don't make no fucking sense why Eddie Hearn would even consider Yuriorkis Gamboa. I thought we left Gamboa in the past 4 months ago. Yuriorkis Gamboa's name ain't been on Devin Haney's mind for a long time now. Devin Haney done brought up Javier Fortuna. He's pursued and made shit happen with, he's trying to make shit happen with Gary Russell Jr. Hell, he's even talked shit with Gervonta Tank Davis. They even went back and forth through this whole thing. And Yuriorkis Gamboa wasn't nowhere to be fucking found. Now, all of a sudden, when it's this big-ass buzz for Devin Haney and Gary Russell Jr. to have this fight where they don't have no fight set for this year, it's the perfect timing. Both of these fighters want to fight. All they need is a little cooperation from the big wigs, you know what I'm saying, the big sharks. That's all they need is a little cooperation. And what the fuck going on, bro? Fucking Eddie Hearn come out and make this announcement. We like, yo, that's the wrong fucking signal. We ain't feeling that at all. This Yuriorkis Gamboa dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? That's an insult. That's a spit in our fucking face as boxing fans. And you know what I'm saying? Like I say, bro, it's just important opportunity for us to get some real, true civil disobedience going on here. Start shaking some fucking coattails. Start shaking some collars. Start flipping some fucking motherfuckers upside down and shaking the goddamn paper out, so we can get some goddamn results that we really want to see. You understand? And the only way that this can happen is if Bill and Devin Haney take the offensive game plan, the offensive playbook, and go and sit down with the head coach Al Haymon. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the offensive coordinator, fuck the defense, fuck special teams, fuck the crowd noise, and fuck the elements. They need to get down there and talk to the head coach. Actually, it's not even the head coach, bro. This is the goddamn commissioner, Al Haymon, okay? He the one that's running all this shit. Bring this shit to the commissioner, bring the information to him, bring the money to him, and get the shit squared away face to face like real men. I'm quite sure that Al Haymon's going to respect that. You guys will respect that. And also what you'll understand is that y'all will get a crystal clear understanding on where the fight stands. Instead of this shit being a flip heads or tail, coin flip kind of dealing, you'll know in 15 minutes in that meeting with Al Haymon if the fight's going to happen or not. And that's where we at with it right now. Al Haymon has to be involved. Y'all got to get an eye-to-eye meeting with Al Haymon right now at this time. And I believe that this is a great opportunity to do so. Al Haymon ain't meeting up with nobody else right now. Won't y'all get down there? I know he's in California. I think Bill and Devin Haney's out there in California. Won't y'all click up, get a flight, meet Gary Russell Jr. and his team down there in California at the PBC office, get this fight squared away in the office like real men, and then everybody would be happy. At that point in time, right? It'd be no confusion. If somebody's name not on the contract, look, put the name on that motherfucker right there. If something's missing in the terms, put it on there right there. Instead of all this back and forth nonsense with all these idiots, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to nobody, but all these loudmouths and these sycophants talking all this bullshit, you know what I'm saying? We're not the right people talking, right? You know what I'm saying? Real niggas move in silence. You dig? And I'm just starting to get that impression that it's just a lot of bullshit going on here. You feel me? And I'm starting to really think that Gary Russell Jr. really don't want this fight, and it's looking bad on him. It's because he really needs this fight. So I'm saying all that to say is this. I really didn't want this video to drag out as long as it did, and I hope y'all found value and entertainment in this information. You know what I'm saying? But man, we gotta get down to the nitty gritty here, man. We can't tiptoe through the tulips and be drawing this shit out longer and longer and longer. It's because I'm telling y'all, man, we're gonna miss this opportunity and we're gonna look back on this shit and we're gonna be like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? All that talking ain't work. You goddamn right it didn't work. The only goddamn thing that's gonna work in this situation is walking, it's traveling, it's action, getting some structure behind all of these inputs that's coming in. There's too many disturbances that's going on in the situation right now. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't feeling it. These disturbances is not helping anything right now. We need to input this shit through the right fucking situation, through the right structure. We need to convert this shit. We need to get some right outputs, and we need to get this shit, you know what I'm saying, controlled in the right way. That's my whole thing about it. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. I'm done with this one for the night. It's your boy E with Boxing Profits. Signing out to the next one. Holla at your boy 100. Woo, I'm out.